Black Friday is only days away, and it's always exciting to get a deal that you wouldn't normally get. But with our sponsor, Raycon, you get an amazing deal on premium audio every day of the year. But for Black Friday, Raycon is doubling down on their already amazing value by offering my viewers up to 30% off everything site-wide. Raycon earbuds offer 32 hours of battery life, active noise cancellation, and you can get 90 minutes of battery charge with just 10 minutes of charging. Raycon's quality rivals some of the biggest names in premium audio, but starts at just half the price. Now is the perfect time to scoop them up if you haven't already. I absolutely love mine. I keep one pair here where I do my interviews and my live streaming. I keep a separate pair in my gym bag for exercise. It's time to save big on Black Friday. Go to buyraycon.com/SPTV to get up to 30% off everything site-wide. That's right. Get up to 30% off everything on Raycon's website when you go today to buyraycon.com/SPTV. Welcome back, everyone, for a little bit more SPTV, where every day's a great day not to be in a cult. I have some excellent news for you guys, which is some horribly bad news for the company Scientology has hired and been working with for a long time to guard Shelly Miscavige. Now, are they there to prevent Shelly Miscavige from escaping? Are they there to prevent people from harassing Shelly Miscavige? You guys make up your own mind. But I'll tell you this, things are not looking good for Ron Williams, Talon Executive Services. There's been a shakeup at the highest levels of management. This is something I alluded to that was coming 8 months ago, actually, in a video that I did about their operations manager, Kain, who was being scapegoated for the deteriorating relationship between Talon Executive Services and the Church of Scientology. By the way, Talon also guards David Miscavige himself. But their most lucrative contract is the contract to guard the Twin Peaks base, the secret Church of Spiritual Technology base out in Twin Peaks, California. It's where Shelly Miscavige works, or some would say where she's being held, where she's being guarded, where David Miscavige shipped her off to. And they were at risk of losing this contract. I'm going to show you real quick. Well, actually, before I show you the video, let me just show you the website for Talon Executive Services. The website is taloncompanies.com. At the bottom, you can see the executive structure. I'm going to go into that a little bit more in a moment. But let's just see what I had to share back in March. We're going to get some AA run inception going here in a moment. Let's see. Volume check. Good. Here we go. And for the degenerate that Barry is, I'm still told that Kain Guercci is the one who's being blamed and scapegoated for the fact that Talon looks like they're going to lose the Scientology contract up at Shelly Miscavige's hiding place up in Twin Peaks, California. I don't know, guys. It seems like losing the Scientology contract might be the least of your concerns. You might get a little more concerned about whether the California Department of Justice is going to come knocking on your door sometime soon. I certainly hope that they do, because it couldn't happen to a better organization or a better set of guys. You done messed up. You never should have taken Scientology's dirty money. For that matter, you shouldn't have hired so many criminals, degenerates, and drug addicts. See, Talon's not hiring the best and the brightest. They've just got a revolving door of staff that they use for all their operations. Okay, good. That video does go on, but that was the only clip that I wanted to share with you guys. Guys, we're going to go down a bit of a crazy rabbit hole right here. I mean, it took me a little while to prepare all my notes for this video, because my inside source over there at Talon Executive Services, Ron Williams, I got to tell you, your organization is leaking more than Meek Mill's behind at a P. Diddy party. It is both true and disgusting at the same time. Yeah, you guys got some problems over there. I mean, this news that I'm sharing with you guys, it's literally breaking news as of today. So I'll show you in that video. I mentioned Kain Guercci as being the director of operations. He was the guy being scapegoated for the things that were putting their contract at risk at the Twin Peaks base. You'll notice Kain Guercci missing from this lineup. Here you have the new director of operations, the new operations manager, Jim Faust. Jim Faust is, in fact, today is his first day on the job replacing Kain Guercci. What happened to Kain? Depends on who you ask. Kain would say that he quit. He just couldn't take it anymore. He just couldn't take Barry Mozian anymore. Let me see. I'll share with you guys right here. Barry is this fellow right here. He's also the one in the thumbnail. He's the president of Talon Executive Services. The last video that I did about Talon was actually more focused on exposing the absolute disgusting, degenerate behavior by Barry. He's been sued by multiple employees for some of the worst forms of unbelievably grotesque sexual harassment in the workplace, short of actual physical sexual assault. That was kind of the focus of my last video. So Kain would say he just couldn't take it anymore. He just got fed up. Others would say Kain was fired. Now, the problem that Kain is having is that he doesn't have a lot of marketable skills in the private security space. And there's a whole story behind how he even came to rise to the director of operations of an operation like Talon Executive Services. But he's got no prior history in law enforcement or military, and really, other than working loss prevention at like Macy's or JCPenney's, he doesn't have any marketable skills, which is why Kain Guercci, as a 58-year-old man, almost about to turn 59 years old, is entering the academy to become a California sheriff. Now, I don't know any other 58-year-old men starting their career as a sheriff, but here's where the story actually gets a little interesting. You see, Kain Guerci's first cousin is a man named Mike Beltran. Now, I happen to be a fan of the UFC myself. So as I was working on this story, I was surprised to see that this is Mike Beltran, an unbelievably recognizable and well-known referee for the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Okay, so what does Mike Beltran have to do with any of this? Mike Beltran is also a retired sheriff. And it turns out, and guys, I know this sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It turns out Mike Beltran is a surprisingly well-connected and influential figure in the world of law enforcement, and has surprising connections politically, given his proximity through the UFC to other individuals with a certain amount of power and political connections. It turns out that it is Mike Beltran, yes, UFC referee Mike Beltran. It is Mike Beltran and his influence and his connections into the various sheriff's departments in the state of California. And the fact that his cousin is Kain Guerci, who works for the security company that does all of Scientology's dirty business. It is Mike Beltran and his connections. It is through Mike Beltran and his connections that Talon Executive Services has been able to work with the sheriff's office to run interference for Scientology. Isn't that incredible? And it is also through Mike Beltran and his connections that Kain Guerci I always get tongue twisted, guys, is beginning his career as a sheriff. Now, there's some very problematic connections that Mike Beltran has, or affiliations as a sheriff and a former sheriff. And I'm going to share this with you. This rabbit hole goes deep, you guys. Okay, check this out. Is Mike Beltran a member of the violent Southern California Los Bandidos gang? The other day, someone posted a picture of Mike Beltran's pec tear on Twitter, and something jumped out at me. And there's a tattoo circled there on his left forearm. Here's a closer look of that tattoo. ELA with the skeleton there. A cursory review of Mike Beltran's social media reminds us that Mike actually goes by Miguel Beltran in another life, specifically during his time with the LA County Sheriff's Department. Okay, there's a younger photo of him. Miguel Beltran. Mike Beltran has served as a Los Angeles Sheriff's Deputy. Is that LASD? LASD? Los Angeles Sheriff's Department deputy within its East LA department for almost 2 decades. The same department is said to house the violent Los Bandidos deputy gang, which lawsuits have alleged foster a sense of fear and intimidation for female deputies, along with other acts of intimidation within the community, up to including the purposeful arrest of innocent people in East LA, other investigations of the LASD, alleged murder, extortion, collaboration between the LA County sheriffs and gang members within its facilities. The FBI is taking notice as well, beginning its own investigation amid the flurry of lawsuits facing the LASD. One such lawsuit names Miguel Beltran specifically. In that lawsuit, a prisoner asked Beltran to be separated from the general gang population because he feared for his life. After Beltran interviewed him, Beltran ignored the request, placing the prisoner in the general gang population. The prisoner was then brutally attacked, with rival gang members shouting as he was beaten, "Beltran gave you up, punk." The symbol for Los Bandidos takes on many forms in pop culture. However, it is in only one context that the symbol comes with the ELA lettering, which symbolizes the person's membership of the East Los Angeles Bandidos gang. Interesting. Okay. So some very unexpected connections between Talon Executive Services through Kain Guercci, through Mike Beltran, through the Sheriff's Department, and through leading to a whole bunch of other unsavory connections. I got a bunch more for you here. Let me just check my notes. Okay, so what is the deal here? So Kain Guercci gets fired or quits, depending on who you want to listen to. Things are rapidly deteriorating for the founder, owner, and CEO of Talon Executive Services, Ron Williams. It is really through Kirsten Peterson. Kirsten Peterson is an executive in Scientology's Office of Special Affairs. It is really mostly through a close personal connection between Kirsten Peterson and Ron Williams that this relationship between Scientology and Talon Executive Services is allowed to continue and to persist. Once Ron Williams is out of the picture, which it seems like could be sooner than later, his health is rapidly deteriorating. He's in his late 70s. He's not healthy. He's been on bed rest for well over a year. He had a serious accident riding his electric bike in Newport Beach, where he ran into a lamppost, broke his leg. He has type 2 diabetes. He has absolutely no discipline on his eating. He just eats like a machine. The guy is not healthy. The guy is not recovering. And things are not looking good for Ron Williams. With Ron Williams out of the picture, Barry Mozian, the president, or Ron Williams' wife will take over. And the relationship between Talon Executive Services and Scientology looks like it is very rapidly going down the tubes and will be coming to an end. If Talon Executive Services is out of the picture, who is Scientology left with? Who could Scientology possibly bring in to replace Talon Executive Services? That brings us to an interesting fellow named Charles Law. Okay. Now, Charles Law runs a company called LSI, and I'm going to share that website and some videos with you about that shortly. The problem is that Scientology would much rather not use actual Scientologists, or would much rather not use a firm that is owned and operated by a high-level public Scientologist, because they really want to keep all of the dirty stuff separate. They don't want Scientologists to know about this stuff to the extent that they can help it. The problem is Charles Law is a high-level OT Scientologist. Of course, that's not what it's going to say on his LinkedIn profile. However, let me share some things with you. This is the Scientology Service Completions database on truthaboutscientology.com. I've got a whole bunch of different variations of Charles Law's name. But we get the most results right here. Some have said that Charles Law is an actual OT8. The completions records don't verify that. It does verify that he's at least OT6, which would mean he's on OT7, but let's take a look at it. So these are high-level Scientology auditing actions here. Most recently in 2018, you have him finishing new OT6. That can only be done in Clearwater, Florida at the Flag Land Base. He would almost certainly be on OT7. Now, also, That was 6 years ago. So the way things run in Scientology these days, 6 years should be enough time to finish OT7 and to do OT8, but we don't have any actual evidence of that, so I can't say that I know that for sure. We can also see that as of 4 years ago, Charles Law had donated at least $250,000 to the International Association of Scientologists. That's what patron meritorious means. And he is a wise member as well. Just for fun, let's take a look on the YouTube channel for Charles Law's company. He does a little promotional video, guys, as a pitch. Like, it's almost like we're sitting in on a pitch meeting. I thought this was a little fun. Let's just watch a minute of this. You see how he's not looking at the camera? He's actually like, we're sitting in on a pitch meeting. Oh, it says no sound? Damn it. Okay, give me a quick sec. I did get an error a moment ago from StreamYard that said it had lost audio on the screen share. So give me a moment while I try this again. Is this a little too much? Keep sharing, stop sharing, stop. Sorry, guys, this is very clumsy, but StreamYard's being a little weird right now. So just give me a moment. Okay. Let me know if the sound is good now, guys.
We are a full spectrum security solutions provider, which means we cover all aspects of security, but we specialize in manpower. So meaning we provide people. So whether that be uniformed armed guards, executive protection teams, residential security teams, corporate office security, what have you, we pretty much do all of that kind of thing. The purpose of LSI is to provide a safe, distraction-free environment for our clients, their family, friends, and staff through high discretion, white glove security services. There are a number of assessments you need to do to determine need. Most importantly is a threat and vulnerability assessment. Does this person actually need security? What are the threats that you're going to face? What are the vulnerabilities with this client or their sites? And how do you mitigate those? There's also a protective intelligence assessment, which is you will have a principal who you'll do a full workup on background, social media, their place of work, their routes of travel, anything pertaining to this person and their movements. You will do an assessment on that to identify threats. This is an overall assessment of what their activities are and what threats they may face. Beyond,
I don't know why I found that to be so funny, but I did. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? I wanted to put this out there so that you and the viewing community can help me easily identify if anyone already knows whether these other folks are Scientologists or not. So let me get my face down here. I didn't bother checking into all these folks yet, but of course, we've got Charles Law, Donovan Gallatin, President, Serenity McDonald, Chief of Staff, John Daza, COO, Frank Anthony Law, Account Manager, it must be his brother, I guess. Nico Siglak, Operations Manager. All right. I guess that's it. Yeah, if anyone happens to, just off the top of your heads, know if these guys are Scientologists, that would be awesome. Now, as far as SMP, hiring the best and the brightest, or, abiding by normal operational security, I don't know. Guys, do you guys know what Scientology Media Productions is? Scientology Media Productions is it's basically just a giant film studio in downtown Hollywood. And according to some people, it is actually David Miscavige's primary place of operation these days. The security guard assigned to SMP by Talon Executive Services is a guy by the name of Antonio. And Antonio likes posting videos to his Instagram from Scientology Media Productions. And I just think that is so unbelievably hilarious. And I think it's something that would drive David Miscavige into fits of rage if he knew that this was happening, that I'm dying to share this with you guys. So here's Antonio's Instagram. Outer Limits Operator. He calls himself a big city cowboy. All right. And let me see if I need to switch the screen share. Okay. He posts videos literally from the roof of Scientology Media Productions. Okay. Now, you wouldn't know it, but I'm going to show you how you can know it. Let me scroll down here. Admittedly, this was a while ago, but I don't care. It's still on his Instagram. Okay. So note the Del Taco. Okay. The Del Taco is important here. Oh, there's no audio.
Homeless individual harassing people in the drive-through, coughing on them, spitting on them, trying to get free food or money. He's not allowing the business to function unless he gets what he wants. And I don't know if he has a mask on or not. He's dressed as a bunny.
Okay, that's not as interesting as the next one. Okay, check this out. I take it back. It's actually the next one that's better. Okay, hold on, guys.
Gray man operator. Here in LA, executive.
Come on. Where's the one where the LAPD is chasing this dude up? Is this it? Here we go. Did we miss the Del Taco again? Hold on. Here's the Del Taco. Watch the Del Taco. You see it in the background. There's the Del Taco. Okay. There's the Del Taco. And then you see the fence. Okay. And you're going to see the brick. Okay, I'm going to run it through again. I want to see. Oh, see the brick? You see the brick? The brick, the Del Taco, and the fence. That's what matters for this video. Okay. We'll check it out, guys. Check it out. Let me pull up a map. I actually did some prep for this video, you guys. I even brought up this map. Okay, check this out. This is cracking me up. Oh, is it the other one that I wanted? Okay, yeah. Let's go this one. Okay, so here you have right here. Scientology, that is Scientology Media Productions. Let me get a better angle on it here. Got a better angle on it. Okay, come on, you can do better than that. All right, that is Scientology Media Productions. Do you see all that brick? All that brick, nothing but brick. Brick as far as the eye can see. You got brick all over the roof of that building. Okay, good. Here's the Del Taco, guys. Here's the bunny that wouldn't let the Del Taco. I love Del Taco, you guys. It is amazing. So you got Del Taco, and then you got all of this fence, which is what we were seeing in that video. Antonio, when Talon Executive Services assigns you to the base where David Miscavige is working, can you not post video from the roof of the building to your Instagram account? It's nonsense like this and Kain, Guercci, and Barry Mozian that is going to destroy the contract between Scientology and Talon Executive Services. What I'm most interested in is how many of the current and soon to be former staff of Talon Executive Services will be interested in singing like a canary about all the dirty stuff they did for Scientology once Scientology gives Talon Executive Services the axe. That's what I'm most interested in. Are there non-disclosure agreements? Sure. I'm sure there's non-disclosure agreements. But I don't know if your current employees are leaking like a sieve. Once those current employees become former employees, I imagine the leaks might get a little more egregious. Okay, let's see. Did I have anything else about all this that I wanted to share? That's probably good for now, you guys. By the way, in the beginning of yesterday's video, I promised I was going to do a giveaway on these two bad boys, and then I completely forgot. I am not going to forget this time, okay? I'm going to jump in, look at some comments here, and then we're going to do the giveaway. I don't know. If you guys go to Ridge's website, this might be $150 to $200 a product right here. So whether you want this or whether you want to use it as a gift for someone else, stick around, guys. We're about to do a giveaway in the live chat. Okay, real quick. Yes, John Shostovsky. Thank you so much for the reminder. It is your comment here that reminded me I needed to do this tonight. Danny's girl says, thanks for covering this story. It is truly my pleasure. Okay, this is how we do it, guys. Just burn up the live chat, pound on your keyboard, just hit enter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to say anything clever. You don't even have to say, I want the Ridge wallet. Just say whatever. And in about 10 seconds, I'm going to click someone randomly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Christopher Green R says, what's up? What's up, Chris? You are the winner of the brass color Ridge Slim RFID blocking wallet and the brass key case. Congratulations, sir. Shoot me an email at growingupinscientology@gmail.com with your shipping address, and I will send this out to you ASAP. All right, everyone, that's all for now. So much more to come, possibly later this evening, but definitely later this week. Thank you to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.